I think I cannot do this before if I don't have all the skill I learned 35 years before in a job of art director, director of creation, designer, graphics designer, comics drawer, general manager. If I don't have this spec of skill, I think I cannot manage all by myself like I do.
Right.
That was I'm lucky to choose and change every time the job.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Chat.Travel. I'm your host, Tracy May, and as they say, friends are the family that you choose. As an expat living in Vietnam, I have had to turn to my friends to become my adopted family here, as all my family is back home in the United States. And our next guest, I truly consider mon frère. He is one of the most collected artists in all of Asia, a pop contemporary composite artist who is collected all over the world, and his signature pieces hang in hotels, in the most amazing galleries, and truly it is an honor to have him as a guest of Chat.Travel. It is my honor to welcome to the show my very good friend, Jérôme Peschard, aka SkullFace.
Hello, Tracy.
Hello.
I'm happy to see you today.
I'm very happy to be here in your beautiful gallery. It's so inspiring. Every time I walk in, I'm blown away by your art.
Hello to Chat.Travel. Thank you for coming in my gallery. It's most a studio, home, and gallery,
Yes.
a mix.
And your family lives upstairs.
So a big family in England.
Well, amazing. I want to get into this because I know your story because we're friends, but I really want to share your history and your story from the beginning until how you ended up in Vietnam with our audience, because it's pretty extraordinary.
That is a big way. You know, when we are when we are French and we live with a family in 1970, they hope for you to have a, a good school, a good job, not a hard job. So you cannot access, like with my family, to have a art job, to go to Bazaar school. No possible. They don't want. So means I decide to stop the school before 16-year-old, and I move in many jobs to find a way to go to learn how to make art. And I start a first company. I try to open something, and I make sculpture for a company. Like they have the little bird blue for the bakery for to grow up the bread. And so they ask me a day on the table, somebody have an idea to realize a good gift for my best customer? And I say, I was a waiter. And I say, yes, I have for you. When they look at me, I say, oh, who's this guy to talk to us? And I say, I will do a nice sculpture of your nice bird, like a gift in limited edition. And he said to me, it's a very good idea. Come Monday in my office, I will order to you. And the Monday, I start my first art. I sculpt, and I never sculpt. And he said, this bird is beautiful. I want 200 pieces for my best customer. And I say, yes, I need a deposit first to open my first company. He said, okay, we do.
How old were you?
I was 18 years.
18 years old.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so I start my first company by sculptor. So after 5 years, I decide to do something different. So I do a comics books for kids. And so that was the first comics book I do. After I'm bored, I say, no, I need something new in art. So I open a company with some friends in a multimedia company in North France at Lille. And this first company have 100 people, and we do many things like for Star, for Virgin Group, for Canal Moustique, TF1, First TV in France, some many website design, habillage, about some thematic of channel. And we start like this for 10 years. And so I say, okay, I'm bored. I need something new in our job. And I continue my way to develop some many things. So I teach composition because I'm very strong in composition of picture and color. And I decided to teach at the two best school of in North France in a 3D effects for cinema and video game, and the other in the multimedia school, like Superfocom at this time and Paul 3D, two famous schools at this time. And I was the art director of this space. And so after to teach for 5 years, I begin to go one more time. And I receive a call of a friend of me, is Anthony Roux, taught to build a very, very crazy famous company of video game. Her name is Ankama Group. And he asked me to develop all merchandising and products and design products for him.
Wow.
And so I worked for 10 years for him in many countries, USA, China, Vietnam. And that's why I start in Vietnam, because I produce some million of figurines here. And so I'm more stable in a job because I stay more than 10 years. And after 10 years, after to be like 7 months, a year in a plane and many countries, I begin to be very tired. And I say, okay, Vietnam is so nice, cool, all smile. You have the sun. So I say, maybe I will stay here. And so I decide to paint.
Because, I decided to paint now.
Yes. And I start, but I don't find at the beginning how I paint, what I will paint. And so I need to thinking. We are in a world at this time where the cancel culture is in a big development. So we have too much people smart in the world. So the education down.
Okay.
Means I think at this time I need to paint about culture of country. And like Gauguin go in Haiti, paint Haiti. Me, I say, I will paint in Vietnam, the culture of French and Vietnam. This period time in 1890 to 90.
French Indochine.
French Indochina, yeah. And so I decide to begin to make some composition, and so I start to paint. There are now near 9 years.
And how many paintings do you have across the world now?
Around 162 painting.
In where? Collected where? I know a lot are in Vietnam.
You are in London, you are in Australia, you are, well, Luxembourg. Is there also your friend? London, France, Italy, Spain, Swedish, Ireland, USA, Côte Est and Côte Ouest. You have also in Laos, Bangkok, Singapore.
Wow.
And now a delivery for Abu Dhabi.
Amazing. I mean, for someone who really started your SkullFace only 9 years ago, to have developed so quickly and to have established yourself in a marketplace where most artists don't become famous until after they're dead. So the fact that you've actually been able to build your business, build your name, build your collection while you're still living and be able to continue your work is really extraordinary. It's one of a kind.
I think I cannot do this before if I don't have all the skill I learned 35 years before in a job of art director, director of creation, designer, graphics designer, comics drawer, general manager. If I don't have this spec of skill, I think I cannot manage all by myself like I do.
Right.
That was I'm lucky to choose and change every time the job. to learn what I need for the future.
Like every piece of your history has been a stepping stone to
Yes.
the finalization of
Yeah,
this. Let's
But-
talk. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, but the success don't come about just the skill. That come to find also a good idea. To don't start artist life like how we express my feeling, how we make the painting I want, etc., etc. No, at the time, at the Renaissance Italian time, all are not artists. They are an artisan painter. So means you do a painting for somebody for his home. So no ego, just what you want. And I will bring you painting like I do for you. Your history. And that makes success to talk about history of their country, to talk about the Vietnam and Indochina time or modern time, whatever. I do the painting the customer want as a commission work. And then all is happy. But now I talk about me like an artisan painter, but now they talk about me like an artist. That is very different way than the school.
Yes. You know, he brought up a painting that he was so kind, a commission piece that he made for me. And when we talked about originally the development of this piece, I sent you a couple of reference photos. I sent you like a little bit. I was like, this is where I grew up, and this is, this is the steps of the Metropolitan Museum, and this is the George Washington Bridge in New York that, took me to my country house, and this is a picture of my mom, who is a big, actress, and just a few references. But other than being my friend, Jérôme went Google deep to really deeply research me and my history. And when he developed this composite of my life, that was literally my journey from growing up in New York City to moving to Los Angeles to moving to Vietnam, the fallen angel who would become the phoenix, you had to really deeply research who I am and know me and know my soul to have been able to reflect my soul in a painting. It's the most extraordinary piece of work. And anyone who's lucky enough to have Jérôme create a commission work based on you, it's an honor like I could never express, really.
My pleasure.
I'm a big fangirl, as you can tell.
I know.
So let's talk about your medium, because as you guys can see behind us, this is just a rusty piece of metal with Saigon and neon on it. And Jérôme travels to dump sites all over Vietnam to collect metal that's thrown away. And he forges this metal into his pieces that then he paints on. What made you choose rusty metal as the medium for your art?
In fact, like I said before, we cannot start to bring something for expat people to want a souvenir of their Vietnam to start like a canvas or something. I don't like. Means I need to find a way to have a new support to match correctly with my character.
Right.
And then metal, I love the metal. So means when I find this, I say it's perfect, but how I will take care of this because it's just crazy. It's heavy, so I need to think how to hang. You have a lot of rust. How we fix that before? We need to cutting, welding. So at the beginning, the 5 first year, I do it by myself. Now I ask a blacksmith to do because it's too much heavy and too much order also to take care. So I say, okay, I find a nice support. He have 2-3 qualities, this support. His arm, he have a history, and his own ADN. Means nobody can reproduce a painting because a piece of metal is unique. You never have two same. So all people have an original for life and nobody can copy.
Mm.
We see immediately is a copy.
It's a different kind of canvas.
Yeah. Different kind.
Mm.
And after I say, okay, I have a nice support, I need something more. What is more important when we are in Saigon, Hanoi, Hong Kong, Bangkok, also USA, New York, Dallas, Texas, is the lighting. So I say, okay, here I find only many LED. I say it's horrible. I have a nice metal. I need glass neon. So I look for a good supplier of neon glass, and I find, and I design the logo, and they come to fix for me.
Mm.
And now I say, okay, I'm a king, and that I'm sure, in a composition, in color, and how to match all picture and composition. So I decide to talk about the past. Because for me, we cannot progress, we cannot give to our kids a future if we don't think how was the past. Maybe it's nostalgic,
Right.
but I think it's important. And in a world, we forget the past. And me, I don't want. So I decide to build and compose many pictures about some city, some history of city. That's the way.
Interesting. But why specifically? Because so many of your paintings, you're Saigon, and you've had multiple paintings as a series within the French Indochina period. Why did you choose that? And some of them are very subversive. It's showing a dark side of the city. It's showing, women of the night smoking a cigarette, and it's showing a very subversive period, or showcasing that as opposed to just beauty. There's always edge, and there's always a little rock and roll behind all of your...
So my spirit, but I think before 1970, the period time between 30 to 70 or 90, the woman, the history of French, American, Vietnamese ladies, Saigon ladies, was very fantastic. Architecture, ladies, how was I? Campaign, color of Vietnam is just beautiful.
Beautiful.
The style grunge, some automobile from a period of Indochina, French or American, to mix with the Vietnamese people, the streets, all is very just fantastic. So I decide to work with this period time.
Interesting. And you talk...
Because the future of Saigon will be more like Singapore than this period time. So we need to live the beautiful of...
And we need to remember.
Saigon, yeah.
Well, you talked about that, all of the steps in your career, from, working for a video game company to doing graphic design, whatever, your particular style, and not to give away everything that you do, but originally you do your compositions in Photoshop, correct? You find the imagery, online, or, and then you develop it on a computer first. And then once you're happy with the layout and the storytelling that has evolved from that, then you take that and you work in your medium the normal medium is 1.5 by 1.5 meters. So it's big paintings, and you project, right? With a projector onto your canvas, the rusty metal, and then you hand paint.
I not really like this. Yes, first I realize the composition on Photoshop with many sourcing of picture from history, and I compose on many layers. Sometimes that take 100 layers to build the picture. But it's fast for me because I was a graphic designer, so it's easy to do. But after, the second step is to project on a metal frame. And just to put the black line and the white line of the light and the shadow of the picture. No more.
No more.
No, I don't need no more because the contrast of the light and the projection light and the dark room make to see nothing for the color. So means I just put the line like a sketch,
To outline.
like a wood pen sketch, and after I put on the side, and I look at my iPad with my picture, and I start to paint all. That is the way.
Interesting.
And I can work more fast. If you create, you do the painting, create in same time, and realize, maybe you make 3 months.
So 3 months it takes for you to do painting?
If I don't do first on Photoshop the sketch, the final sketch. Now with the final sketch and just the technique of painting is 1 month.
Oh, wow. So you can act like the painting behind us, this giant painting, you can do that in 1 month?
Yeah.
Whoa. But like
1
working all
month,
night?
1 month and a half to depend the size. But 1.5 is 1 month of work.
Wow. I assume that it took 6 months to create because it's so detailed.
When you do like you create in same time you paint, yes, that can make 2, 3, 4 months because you never know when you stop.
Right.
But on Photoshop, all is already finished and stop. So you follow only your sketch.
Interesting. And but beyond paintings, obviously merchandising is really, really important, right? To sustain, not everyone can afford one of your original paintings. I mean, you're very reasonable for what you do, but still, it's a massive investment, right? But you've understood, being that you've dealt with merchandising your whole life, the importance of that and the branding of your name and your art in merchandise. So behind us, behind you and behind me are 2 Auzais that you created, one of which I was so honored to wear to your gallery showing at the Sofitel Saigon Plaza that hung for 3 months in the lobby, and you still have paintings there. And you also do bags, and you do lacquer paintings, and you do small metal paintings and prints and all kinds of boxes and all kinds of merchandising, which is accessible for anyone who's a fan of yours but cannot necessarily afford one of your original paintings. So how did you expand into this, and what is the importance as an artist of merchandising, and how have you been able to express your vision and your art through this platform?
When I work for Ankama Group, the company of video game, I take care of the licensing also, the products and licensing. So means I have experience to know how to sell a license to somebody. So I say, okay, my brand begin to be a little famous. People love my work. So now we develop some range of products, like to make some exercise like this, because I never do like a sculpture like this or like a dress outside like this. And I say, okay, I need to find somebody, and I find a famous woman, Zhao, to do for Valentino some dress, very beautiful, and she have a team of sewing women.
Artisans.
Yeah, they are very, very crazy nice and very perfect skill. And so she proposed me to realize some dress, and we make this as an exercise for the first time. But all love this. I was very happy for the first time. It's not bad.
Not bad at all.
I like to make some exercise like this. I have some other idea. I prepare also a painting of 8 meter on 4 meter about all the history of Vietnam.
Oh, really?
And people with by only 15 centimeter by 15 centimeter is like a sharing painting because nobody can put in a place.
Wow.
So that is some idea like this. Sometimes I want to have time to realize some new concept, new development.
Well, but you stay very in tune with the times. I mean, you've had NFTs, you understand like the importance of the digital world and social media.
From multimedia. So
right.
That is easy to build a bridge between all.
And how do you market? Because you do everything by yourself.
You was my famous PR.
Oh my God. Well, but I really did just because I'm such a fan of yours. I did it because I love you. But seriously, you're like a one.
Was great job.
Yeah, thank you very much. I try. But I mean, truly, you're a one-man show. You do all of your own social media. You do all of your own development. You do all of your sales. You do everything out of the space. And, an artist of your level would have a massive team behind you. But what I know about you, you're a bit of a control freak. So it's like you need to have control over your vision and the way that it's communicated. And I know from writing,
Complicated, yeah.
you are. I mean, you're a crazy artist. And and having worked with you, I've been doing PR for 25 years and I'm really good at it, but I always, anytime I wanted to communicate in a press release or to a magazine who you are, you know what I mean? I have my interpretation of who you are, but I would send you where I don't normally do that. Like, this is what it is. And then just said, oh, no, this is, let's change this. And it was very much a collaboration. And I would never step on your toes like that because what happens in this brain is joy I. So, how do you juggle it all and your kids in France and all of it? How do you do it?
Working is just a good work. The good word, working. In fact, there are 9 years ago now, I write the 10 year I will do in painting and art job. So all is writing.
So it's written down. You have your vision board.
Yes. And I say, I will do in 10 years, minimum 200 painting in a world. Now I am 162. So easy to finish my tenure with 200 like I have my vision. Because 200, a young artist, to have 200 painting in a world, nobody can live and don't talk about him. Because it's just a lot. So that will be a big communication for the 10-year anniversary. And then we can do something crazy. All press, all show, the big painting of 8 meters by sharing, all tool for communication, playing, marketing is already...
you already have the strategy.
Yeah. So means for the anniversary in end of 27, we will have a lot of crazy surprise.
Wow.
A big painting, 8 meters, 4 meters, the new collection of bags, some new range of products, very beautiful. I will announce also I will not make any more painting, only one per month. I will prepare now to start exhibition in another country, like with my friend customer to rent some place in Dubai for art exhibition. So we prepare Dubai, we prepare Doha, we prepare Abu Dhabi. You have exclusivity aussi for Switzerland. So everything is a strategy. I say at 8 years of work, we start the gallery and to show more outside. At the 10 year, we make a plan of communication and maximum surprise. And now we rent the Sofitel because he gave me a nice place last year. And I will rent the Sofitel and I will make a show for 300 people. That we discover the famous big painting. That we have an application. With this application, they can buy, share, resell to other people to want the part. The time we finish to sell all.
Wow.
That will be a big show of art.
Amazing.
So yes, I have a plan.
But you've told me before that all of this that you're doing, all of this work is for the legacy for your children.
I don't run after success. You know, I choose when I'm young a way, art way. Art way is to don't win correctly your life, to don't have too much money. So I say we have no retirement money from government because I never could make a cotization. I just sell some painting correctly with a good price under the market gallery. But I have no money in safe, no ground, no home, nothing. But whatever for me. I don't run after the success of me. I run to build a success of my name, to give a legacy to my kids. Because I have a lot of kids.
You do. You've been a busy boy.
7 beautiful kids and a very nice, and she understands very well me, my wife.
Yeah.
Yeah, very crazy. And it's not easy for her.
No. No.
But she follow me and she trusts in me that a man cannot do what I do without his wife. A wife. It's not possible. So I'm very lucky to have her. So to finish the legacy, my kids, we have a place to exhibit, a stock of painting to sell when I will put my name. There we have a lot of right of licensing products. There we can give some publishing edition home for to have our book, documentary, everything. I build this legacy for them to have the possibility to manage my success and continue my name.
It's amazing.
Story.
It's amazing.
It's not especially like a dream. It's just an objective. Many young artists don't think about that. You need to have your vision and you need to make the sacrifice you need to do for your vision. If not, that don't work. It's just a middle way. Like we say in Japan or China, you take the left way is perfect or the right way is perfect. You stay in middle like a frog. You die. So you take a decision and you follow this way. There are always somebody to love your art, whatever the style. You just need to find where they are. Like I'm very lucky to be here because the community of expats love me a lot.
Yeah.
I'm very lucky.
But you're also incredibly talented, so it's not just luck, my friend.
It's a part only.
It's only a part.
It's not just a part of the talent and the artist. It's also about this universe. You give a story and a universe. That is better.
You know, I only have a few more questions for you, but we've talked about your focus on French Indochina and your focus on cities across the world that you will feature, being Bangkok, being Hanoi, being, you've done several different explorations into cities. But you also focus on pop culture and you focus on icons. And you've done multiple paintings on the divas, for example. Yeah, that's upstairs. So when it comes to your icon paintings, when it comes to, you have an idea, what is it that triggers? I have, I read this and I just read this article and I need to focus on doing a painting that is a celebration of the greatest singers, Black singers in the world, or the biggest rap artists, or the city of Los Angeles with its grit and Las Vegas with its grime. Like what is it that inspires that? And how do you then take that process in developing a piece?
That comes from my travel.
Your travels?
Yeah. Travel and my younger time. Means when I was 16 to 20, I always heard about Nina Simone, Whitney Houston, all the famous black women to have a crazy smile and crazy boys.
Mhm.
So that's why I decided to do. Very simple. I love the Black Panther. I love the spirit of the black people before 1970 because their history brings a soul. Very nice spirit, very nice history, suffer. So that's why I do a painting of the Black Panther with two parts, the part of the peace and the part of the war. Like Malcolm X, like Martin Luther King, on the same picture. Because we need, at this time in this world, to be careful. We are not a god. We are people to think, to want to do something, to take care of the family, not to be a slave of the world. So means I do this painting, I am a man. That's why. But I don't sell, it's just for me. Because it's important to have and to remember who we are. Take care of our future. By history, by to talk about people. Los Angeles is because I was in LA for some many show and San Diego for Comic Con for the company with who I work. So means I love this city. It's so fun. It's underground also. So I say, okay, I will do a painting of them. Voilà. And also now we ask me some painting from USA, many city, but also I receive a customer from London to come and he want money here. And I talk with the famous hotel where I have my famous painting at the Mia Hotel of Julie. And she gave me a good luck also because now this painting is very famous, like his hotel. And they want, because every year I give or I realize a painting for different auction for kids in Vietnam, for art, for people and Vietnam for food or for take care of the kids, etc., etc. I give around 2-3 painting a year for different.
You donated to Auscham.
Yeah.
I know.
And this year we have a very big gala with Julie to organize with Vina Capital also, I think. And they asked me to realize something very special I never do at this time because I never paint France. And they want to talk about La Belle Époque. And so I realized a nice sketch of La Belle Époque for them.
Wow.
Oh, we wait to listen, but crazy Belle Époque with Edith Piaf, with the building of the Eiffel Tower, with the famous singer at Folie Bergère. And I play like this with the old car, people like Belle Époque.
Wow.
Very nice.
Amazing.
Yeah.
We're going to wrap it up.
We need to give dream and story when we make a painting. Abstract, we abstract for 30 years time. It's boring. It's boring. Now me, I just want to make a real painting to talk about something that is very important.
It is. If you had one piece of advice that you would have given to your young self at 18 years old, 16 years old, or that as a 60-something-year-old you can share now with a young, up-and-coming artist or someone, a creative in any scope, about this business, and it is a business, as well as maintaining your creativity within a business, what advice would you give?
I will give them an advice. Stop the school. Take your brush, find a support, go to paint every day. Just that.
That's it?
It's very simple. You need to start. When you are a baby and you are the first year to start to work, you make a first step. Painting, learning, everything is the same. You start by the first step. But you need to feed your eyes. See, if you don't feed your eyes by what's happened outside, because in an art book, other painter, how you will create a new version of your inspiration. So you need to feed your eyes and do it. If I only one word, two words is do it. No more. All my life was like this. I don't think I'm lucky more than other. I'm just do it and work hard. Only that. And I learn what I want. I buy a book of art. I check all the lighting, the style of painting, everything. I absorb in my brain. You know, we talk about AI a lot at this time. No, we are our own IA. It's us. It's not the development of the robotic Android, IA, etc. No, it's us, not the tool. So we develop because we're sourcing a lot. And our brain can do the same. We just need to do and work. Stop to be cupid. Lazy is a work. Everything is a work. So we no need to have a AI or something. I don't work with AI. I don't want.
Thank you, Jerome.
Thank you, Tracy. Always a pleasure.
It's been amazing. We've
Love
learned.
you.
I love you more. And we've had
My best sister.
Oh, thank you. And everyone who is watching this, please go to his Facebook page. Please go to his website and be inspired, because art, without art, there is no life.
Yes, exactly.
Thank you all for joining Chat Travel. I'm Tracy May. Have an incredible rest of your day.